Alright, it's been a while since I've done a blaster opening, but we are going to take the spring out of this gun and hopefully get this gun stronger. Now, let's get to work here. If you were to open up an equalizer, if you have one, I would suggest you start with the attachment parts, like the grip, the under part here, the top part here. I've already saved myself some time when that broke. That actually makes it easier to open up now. But I'm only opening this up and taking the spring out because this gun's practically useless. And my friend who got this gun, that guy doing stuff YT, put him in the comments, has a exact same one of this, but it's the other one for the pack. Honestly, saying it, I could make the most powerful gun in the world. I could just buy another pack, 2 of these, and just rip the springs out and throw it into there if it works. Well, there is, okay. I gotta really push on these. I constantly took these out and then put it back in. So it is bound to be hard to take apart. What I gotta do. I think it is on the floor, so I can just go like this. Now, a little fun fact, I don't know if this works with all Walmarts online, but if you go online and search on Walmart and search an equalizer, you can actually see the equalizer's internals without having to buy it. And I didn't see the spring when I looked at it because I was seeing it from a friend's screen, but it looked to be similar to this. That's why this mod was a good idea of mine. Try. Come on. Yup. Yup. Alright. Now we can get into the juicy part. Now we just have the shell of the gun. Now, I have already opened up the double shot. I'm actually trying to make, because I'm actually doing this in a future video. I have this. I'm going to remove this and try to put it into the Desperado, but the actual thing I want to try is make this whole part into a blaster. And then you pull back here and it fires in the front. Kind of like a blunderbuss. It's a homemade blunderbuss, but it'll do. That shell is very crap. It's very much like crap. Well, I mean, it's got cracks everywhere, so I'm thinking of just trying to open that thing up fully. I'll go from there. Nope. Yet. This gun doesn't blow up on me like it did before. I think I can get this thing open. I know I've opened this gun up before. I'm actually thinking of it, if I can get the right screwdriver for that. Open up the bolt action, because the bolt out. That's good. Spring right there. Spring right there. We don't really need all the other parts, because they are essentially useless unless we want to put it back together. This do I need to think about, because I could probably make this into a mini barrel under a gun. Like, say, I'm just going to use the bolt action I'm talking about. Tap that under there, and it's a 4-shot close range gun, or a shotgun, if you will. Now for this. This is a modern gun, so this will be fun to do. The spring should fit. It's got a, even then, I'm also going to put the rubber part on here. The O-ring, because I actually want to see, can I get this gun to shoot a bit harder with an O-ring in it. Well, actually, that also reminds me, I gotta empty the thing out before I open it up, because it's gonna make my life even more miserable if I don't. FYI, though, I am recording on a new phone. I've already posted on another channel why this is. This is strictly on at midnight now. That channel I'll actually have to soon delete, because I did not need that. I only needed that until I got this back. But I remembered an iPad was available to log in free. No password required. Now, I'm not going into certain holes, some because I've already took this gun apart in the past. And by the past, I mean, like, a few days ago, I took this gun apart. Oh, wait, that actually reminds me here. I know that won't fit, but that's the jolt spring. Either way, what I'm trying to say. I opened this up a few days ago because I was trying to see if I could fit the shotgun spring in here. That's why it's broken apart. I actually do have the spring up there, but it doesn't fit. It's a bit weird. But it would make this thing stronger. That thing makes it shoot about 90, so imagine that. Now, you can tell me in the comments if I'm a dumbass or not, because this is something not many people like to try to do. Particularly online. Here we go. That's the internals. That for once actually opened a gun up like this properly. So I'm able to actually open this thing up. There's a tiny part in here that rotates the cylinder. I fucking hate that part with my life. Oh my god, it actually would fit. Oh. Oh, this is actually confusing. How it is that small is impressive, but it fits. But also you can tell which spring is which, because this one's been outside a few times, and the other one, we went outside for a few hours and it wasn't even raining. No, hear me out here. I am going to actually remove this part. I'm hoping this is actually good, because if I remove that, if you think about that, removing that just does nothing into the gun. It just lets you now fire full-length darts and half-length darts perfectly fine. Oh, yeah, actually, that reminds me, fuck. Because I know a thing or two about this gun now. I know to never take this gun apart without having to put the trigger back in place, and even then, rebuild the gun so the trigger, you start with where the trigger is. Because the way the trigger is, there's a thing that pushes down, let the trigger go back, so then you can pull it back. If you want to look at the actual internal video, just search it up, but I am not that good in terms of this gun, because this is a brand new model. This is, I'm saying brand new because this is one of the newest guns down here. The newest gun down here was the X-Shot. It was this X-Shot gun. This was useless. Now I'm honestly just curious, could I just rip the shell off and then get that out? Because if I get this shell off of this thing, the cylinder is mine. I now have the gun to myself. And if I get the cylinder out, I can now make this gun basically into my little mat that I've been wanting to make out of it. If you played Red Dead or just know firearms from the 19th century, then you have best heard of the French Lamat revolver. It's a 9-shot revolver with a hidden 1-shot barrel underneath. My favorite revolver, Red Dead, but Doesn't do that much damage. Say, if I really had to choose in terms of damage, I'd probably say Schofield. Schofield is not bad, only because I don't play online. I can't talk about online guns. Let me just... Terrible idea doing this, but... I'll take that off. Oh, I guess you got it. You know what? Good enough. It won't break the tip of the screwdriver if I just bend it open. Down. Well, the gun's falling apart. Too late. How I found which one turns the cylinder. What if I made this gun to a bolt action? Like, if I put the gun back together and I just had it like this, so if I can go... Well, I can kind of start to see how the cylinder works. Yeah, pull this part back and it just... Yeah. What if I were to rapid fire shoot this thing and go? It's like shaking rapidly. I mean, even if I can't get this cylinder out, I at least want to get this. I want to get this cylinder free, because if I can get the cylinder free, I can easily do a cylinder mod. Like, think about that. That's huge. A cylinder mod is huge. Oh. Cylinder. Let's see. It just comes out. Will it fit? If it fits, it sits, I tell you. Because that's a big cylinder for 8 shots. You got to admit, that's a biggie of a cylinder right there. So let's actually just take this gun apart and let's try to see if we can get this in. My hand's starting to get black from doing this. Makes sense. I am ripping apart plastic, so. Then again, I used to rip apart plastic all the time. So really doing this is just perfectly fine. Come on. Those equalizer spring. Alright, now if I take this line. I got a file around here. No, it doesn't even. Oh no, it won't even. It's way too big. I knew that coming. I saw that coming a mile away. I tell you. Okay, yeah. Let's just put that back together. All right. So good to know. Well, hey, at least I have the cylinder now. I wanted that cylinder out there from the start. Call this a really bad idea. I get the equalizer's body and I turn the thing into a cylinder fed gun. Next, I couldn't see it. So I only have it on as background noise. Just note that because there's a TV in the other room that can actually play YouTube. But I just can't work in there because people already work in there. Okay, my mother. Well, that is this cylinder. Well, what if I just put that turning mechanism there and then, because if that could fit, like what, this is bigger than the entire house of that gun, so really that's impossible. That's actually quite impressive. The cylinder of the gun. That used to be my only cylinder-fed gun. I got more. I'm probably not gonna put the equalizer back together, only because the fact that I'm gonna try to make the ultimate gun. If I make the ultimate gun, you know what I'm thinking of doing is using the equalizer shell and making that the trigger for that blunderbuss idea. Except I'll pitch it out to my boys and see if they'll like that idea, because that could actually be big. They just combined all the springs that I'm not using and just boom. But who needs that cylinder? You're thinking to a minigun. Chain-fed minigun, but it's the shell of this. Oh, that could actually be genius. I just remove the bolt. If I can't even open the gun, I just remove the bolt. And then... Oh, that actually genius. What? Oh. The gun's not fully together. I'm not kidding. Because the gun's not fully together. Not even air coming out of the barrel. Go back together. Oh yeah, maybe we should put the gun back together before we. Yeah, let's just unscrew everything. I just want to put everything back together. I know I put that out. It's only because of certain reasons. And it sucks as though I can't. There's no way I can put that cylinder in there. I'd have better luck with the Doominator cylinder, but even then, that's risky. And then just imagine they can make this thing so it's like it swap cylinders. Like my friend has a gun that can swap cylinders, and just remove a cylinder and put a new one in. An old one out, I should say. So that could honestly be a good mod idea. Oh. That's why, because of that, yep. Just solved my problem. I'm actually gonna just grab this so you can see the internals here. You can see that's the part when you push this, that aligns with there, and then that pushes that back, and then once it's done, it goes poof, fire in the dark through that. Okay. Pretty sure it's raining. Got a window right there, so I'm assuming it's raining.